We are operating on a frequency of 52 megacycles by authority of the Federal Communications Commission. A test program follows. To you who are trained technically, I need hardly say that there's still a number of problems to solve. I guess you know them as well as anybody knows them. But I think we've proceeded far enough to justify the statement, at least, that these technical problems are not insurmountable.
So, are you ready for the quiz?
I can get it up.
Cool. Get it up. Always good to hear. Great. More prizes. So, right, we're going to go to our weekly quiz here. Mr. Kongi is going to be fighting out for his first place, because he always wants first place. And we're going to be going through the questions this week. Now, these questions themes this week, what were they, Brett?
This week the questions are themed around the top card of each set, but with question 6 being a bit of a misdemeanor.
Yeah, that's a very good question.
So the first 5 questions are all about the most popular card in each set. So it's going to be quite interesting to see what people say here. Let's start it up. What is the most frequent card in Call of the Archons? Control the Weak, Ghostly Hand, Dew Fairy, or Hunting Witch?
Ooh, well, I know the answer to this, but I would not have guessed this one. I would have guessed one of 2 other ones on this list before this one.
Ooh, which one would you gone for?
Well, let's wait till the time runs out, because I know what the answer is. So so I would have gone for Control the Weak or Dew Fairy. But you would have done. I'd have
gone for Dew Fairy or Hunting Witch because Control the Weak is a rare and
true.
Multiples are, although they're fun, they're a lot harder to get hold of.
That is true.
There's only one person playing, so they're guaranteed to be in the winning here.
Well, that or because everyone else is too scared to answer the hard questions.
Well, they're all kind of hard. Okay, next question. This one should get some people.
What is the most frequent card in AOA?
Yeah, what is the most frequent card in AOA? Plague Rat, Miasma, Wild Wormhole, or Shula?
And again, this is not in the sets. This is in what is in the tournament. Just to be clear here, guys.
Within all 5 SAS brackets of the tournament.
Now, again, I would have got this one right, but it would have been a second. But I could easily have got it as my second choice, I think.
Matchups will be live in about an hour and a half.
Matchups will be live possibly a little bit quicker than that. I think at 9:30, but maybe 10:30. I can't remember exactly. Actually, no, sorry, they'll be live straight off the stream. The matchups will be live straight off the stream. So,
Anxious Pirates is asking when the matchups will be live.
Straight after the stream, we'll put them on the site. We'll announce them in the
2 people went for Wild Wormhole, but the correct answer was Shula. I'd have probably gone for Plague Rat or Wild Wormhole, especially given that Wild Wormhole. Again, it's one of the things that Wild Wormhole for me has lost a lot of value because I've been reading and watching a bit more about competitive play when it comes to games like this. And a good rule of thumb is anything that increases your dependence on RNG is not competitive.
Yep, completely agree.
And although Wild Wormhole is fun, it is not a competitive card. Unless you have no board wipes or anything that can punish in your deck.
But the reason I would have guessed Wild Wormhole possibly over Shula is for one very simple reason. Is we always say it's the most common card in total across everything.
Yeah, that's very true as well. So we got Lorenzo Van Matterhorn, who's joined the quiz, and Mr. Kong, who took a bit of a hit on the points there. So both are in negative, so it'll be quite interesting to see as we go into question 3.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we get third player as well.
It's the most frequent card in Worlds Collide. Infernus, Cloaking Dongle, Simon, or Ronnie Wristclogs?
And
Now,
this is an easy one, I'd say, in the grand scheme of things.
I don't know because I think everyone knows what the two are that everyone's thinking.
Yeah.
I'd be very shocked if it was Cloaking Dongle or Simon. It's gotta be Ronnie Risclox or Infernus, and given the amount of dis, I kind of have to go with the Infernus.
And I think I would have done the same, but it would have been a hard call between the two.
It
Because
would have definitely been hard.
isn't Ronnie a common card, but Infernus is not common?
I believe Infernus and Common would have both been very wrong because Ronnie was the correct answer, which both players got it correct. But I've gone through. Shadows has been most respected for the biggest set, but Infernus is so powerful against Mass Mutation and
Oh god, yeah, Mass Mutation especially.
Mass Mutation and KOTE that Infernus is pretty much going to be in every disc deck that I try and bring.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Moving into question 4, what's the most frequent card in Mass Mutation? Opportunist, Rad Penny, Niffle Ape, or Infernus? Opportunist, Rad Penny, Niffle Ape, or Infernus? Now, there's no really risk here, but Rad Penny is a very good option. Opportunist, but with Niffle Ape, you're having a minimum of 3 Niffle Apes with Niffle Kong, and knowing that Niffle Kong's one of the more popular cards from the quizzes in the past. And in KOTE 8, KOTE 9, Niffle Ape was probably the most frequent card throughout the majority of the event. It's really hard to say.
Was, yeah. But I think we'd get this one right if we had to guess on it this time.
Both players went for Niffle Ape, but the correct answer was Infernus.
Ooh, always interesting.
Yeah. It might be just because we saw the decline, when we looked at the houses before, we saw a decline in Untamed versus Dis at the Mass Mutation level, so it's just a matter of how many decks are being brought over how many actual cards. So, Mr. Kong is currently at a positive score of 84. So, Learns Around the Matterhorn is just behind by about one question. So 2 questions left to go, and it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. What is the most frequent card in Dark Tidings? Wave the Pixie, Deepwater Gruin, Rocketeer Trisker, or Mookling? All of these are very good cards.
Well, the Pixies I love. It's one of my favourite cards. I rarely get it to pull off anymore, but
I like Rocketeer Trisker because there is some very good synergy with bouncing stuff back to your hands in Star Alliance. There's great abilities to house cheat in Star Alliance in Dark Tidings, and Rocketeer Trisker just allows you to use so much of your board in a single turn.
that is true. So Rocketeer is also a lot of fun.
Both players went for Deepwater Gruin, both players getting it correct, so it'll be down to who got it down quicker.
Oh, dun 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 dun. It was done by...
No, we'll find out after the last question.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the last question
That's
for
brilliant.
everything is, which set had the most bad pennies? KOTE, Mass Mutation, Worlds Collide, AOA. KOTE, Mass Mutation, AOA, or Worlds Collide?
I don't have a clue.
I think we could rule out Mass Mutation because Mass Mutation was taken over by Rad Penny, so there would have to be a lot of legacies brought. But it's a close one between those three, between AOA, Worlds Collide, and KOTE. Because I've had decks that have got like 3 bad pennies, and it's just like, get out of here.
I don't have any with 3. I've had like a few with 2.
I remember 2018 when the meta was bad penny Seeking Needle, and now when you see bad penny on streams and stuff, it's instantly getting discarded. It's like, get out of here.
It's just a chain.
Both players went for KOTE. Both players getting it correct, so it'll be down to who's gone the fastest here. But I'm going to edge my bets that because they didn't get a question wrong, Mr. Kong is going to be ahead by at least a couple of 100 points.
We'll see. And so the big question is...
Ooh, Mr. Kong is ahead by 14,000 points.
A couple of 100. 140.
Mr. Lorenzo Van Matterhorn did beat them to the punch by 3,000 points in the question score, but essentially they both waited a bit too long to actually answer. If they'd I can understand more Mr. Kong's cat because he was already ahead, but Lorenzo, if he just been making snap judgments, that is how he could have really taken over. But congratulations, Mr. Kong. I don't know how many more weeks of the quiz we've got because this is where Lit Up starts to sort of like teeter out in the stuff they've got.
I think we'll probably have one more, I imagine, looking at the top 16s, but that will be it probably.
Hopefully, we'll get a couple more quizzes out of him.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. If we can't, we can't. But if we can, we can. That'd be awesome. So let's jump on now to this week's featured game.
Yeah, Hamburg Atlanteans 1 taking on 3 Witches. Hamburg Atlanteans very hesitant to allow us to stream because they always get bad streamer luck. All the way through the last event, they pretty much the only games they lost were the ones on stream. But when I was talking to them in Discord, they're like, the opponent's decks are already too overpowered anyway. Yeah, we'll do it. Right.